If you have not chosen your animal, you're going to get a picture of a cat or a dog from the Shenango Valley Animal Shelter. And then you are going to get a piece of transparency paper that you are going to put right on top, kind of shake it down, hold it in place, and then you're going to be getting a couple pieces of tape. I'm going to tape right on top, fold this over, press this down so that it is taped in place. Now I'm being very careful not to shift over too much. Notice I'm taping where I'm not going to have to draw. So I wouldn't want to put the tape here because it might run into a line that I need to transfer. So I would highly recommend taping all four corners. So I am going to go on this bottom corner over here too, and the tape will come off the transparency pretty easily. Might rip your picture, but we don't need the pictures at the very end. So make sure that this is all taped in place, that way it's not going to go anywhere. Then you are going to take your Sharpie and just start outlining all of the important parts. Obviously the outside line, which would be like a contour line, and then going in and adding detail lines. You can color in black anything that you want to be black instead of color, because remember, everything that you leave open is going to be colored in with some sort of color. So I'm going around and getting the basic outline. Go nice and slow, like I started to speed up and kind of went off of my line. It will look a lot better, a lot more realistic if you take your time and really copy the lines that you are seeing. You can even get some of those jagged, like fuzzy lines. There's a lot of fuzzy lines right there, instead of just doing straight lines. So don't forget any important details, like I wouldn't want to leave out that line from Tulsi's chin. Some of these lines get a little fuzzy because the focus on the photograph is obviously on her face. So the rest of it gets a little bit blurry. So just do the best you can. It gets a little fuzzy around her feet. See, she's got some like little doggy toenails I gotta try to fit in here. Oops, under my paper. Make sure you don't have anything under your paper messing with you. So I would continue to go around. I'm gonna finish this off a little bit quicker, but I want you to see some of the important things, like the eyes. The eyes, we want to have them be very realistic. So nice and slow going around your eyes, really paying attention to the details inside of that animal's eyes. So they have this area that's usually a little bit either dark or a pink. I'm just going to color these areas in because remember, if it's not colored in, it's going to be some sort of bright color or pattern. Now I'm going to go and make another line where I see her pupil. I'm going to leave this open so that can be colorful. And then she has some reflection marks in her eyes. So I'm gonna go around those reflection marks. And that way those are left open, so those can either be some sort of color or white. And when you're coloring the design underneath, you'll kind of pay attention to that. So now I have a nice, very realistic eye. Same thing with the nose. She's got this line here. Some of this gets a little hard to see because the colors. So just do the best you can. Sorry, hopefully my head's not in the camera shot too much, but I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm seeing here. So I would want to probably darken in her nostrils. So this might look a little funky right now, but just pay attention to the lines, follow the lines as you see them. You might want to put some of the markings, like she has this really light marking right here that you might want to show that she has those markings. So you don't have to do every single line on your animal's body. Like she has some different lines where there's some shadows. You don't have to do every single line, but you want a good amount of details. So I'm going to continue this. I'll put it on time lapse so I can go a little faster for you.